What I would suggest, I could share my screen and have a little tour. That would be the official initial tour of ScreenStudio 1.0, as we can review the features of that new version, which is way simpler.
Yeah. Do you want to do your screen or should I do my screen? It's either or.
I'll do the screen sharing as I know where to go, and then let's say that we can go back to your screen and try some stuff.
All right, sounds good.
Great. So I'm going to start my screen sharing. It may lag a bit as that computer is not really fast, but it should hold up. Okay, let's share my desktop. And it should be on. You see my desktop?
Yep.
Great. So welcome to ScreenStudio 1.0 FM. Okay, basically what you're seeing is ScreenStudio when it has started. So you'll notice that the layout has changed a little bit from the previous version. We have one more tab than before. We have at the top here the icon in the taskbar near the time and network and so on, where you can start a recording or start your streaming or exit the application. I've put that there when it's supported by the distribution, of course, because on some distro it won't show up. But when it is supported by the OS, it will show up here, and what it lets you do is you can close ScreenStudio, but basically it's still running in the background, and then you can start your recording or streaming without showing the software, and basically 99% of the time that's what you want to do. Like, just want to record, you have a few seconds before the recording does really start, and then you start to do your show. So if you want to bring it back as it doesn't show, you can simply click show, and there you go, you're back. If you want to really exit the software, then you can exit from here, and also now it's brand new in ScreenStudio 1.0. There's a menu here, really small, but click File and click Exit. And when you exit the ScreenStudio, it will remember whatever was set in your different tabs, so the next time you open ScreenStudio, you'll have the same settings as before. So normally that's what you want to do. So let's start with the tabs. As you can see, we have Record, Stream, Overlay, and Sources. Record is basically to record locally in the file. I now have in ScreenStudio an encoder file, which is an XML file. I'm going to show it to you, and this is for advanced user. If you're not into tweaking, then you don't want to see that part. Oh no, it's already on my desktop, I think. Here. There we go. My computer do lag a little bit. So I'm going to open that with the text editor. Should show up, and there we go. Almost there. There we go. So basically, that XML file does have many tags that will be used, but what I want to show you, let's put that in full screen. What I want to show you is that I have a structure in there saying this is a service that was created, in this case, the default one by me. It was made for the OS Ubuntu 14.04. The backend is libavtools, and the version of that file is 1.0. And then I start listing the services. So this is a configuration for Twitch TV, which means the target is RTMP, and I have two commands that I'm using. One for the webcam with the webcam, one without the webcam. So this is the crunchy part. and where people will want to tweak their own settings. But if we go lower, here I can set up the different layouts that we can see, like I want a webcam at the top, at the bottom, at the left, of the right. If you want to add your own layout, then you just put your stuff in there and job's done. And you put the label you want. For Twitch TV, there's a list, a predefined list of servers that was integrated for ScreenStudio. If the software, your service does not have predefined RTMP servers, then just put nothing in there, and I'll show you later what it does. And this is where you set your profiles. For Twitch TV, I've set a high profile. Muxer is FLV, grouping by 60 frame, format is 1080p, then the codec, the preset, and everything, every value in there will be parsed into those commands here. So you can really fine-tune the configuration, and that's how it's basically working. A list of services with their own command, their own profile, and their own layout, and you just tweak whatever you want with that file. So let's say that I'm going to close that and go back to ScreenStudio. So what you see here is actually from the XML file. Nothing is hard-coded. So in the Record tab, I can currently record into FLV format or into MP4 format, coming from the configuration file we saw a bit earlier. And let's say I'm going to pick FLV, which is really great for computers like mine who are not really fast to encode. FLV seems to be the lightest of them all. And then in there, I've set up a few profiles to record locally. In full screen, meaning it will take the actual size of my screen capture. Or in high video, high is video in X264, 1080p, and then you have a few values. I've set up medium at 3000K bitrate and a low profile at 1500 to record locally. So it does show you like a preview of that profile, what it will do when recording. So then I won't click record, but because I'm kind of afraid that my computer will die doing a hangout at the same time. But you would simply click record, and you don't have to choose any file because by default, ScreenStudio does keep. I want to go back in my home folder and go into your home folder, create a folder named ScreenStudio, of course, and we'll put your video files here, tag with the date time of your computer. So you just click record and record and record, and everything will be added here, and when you're done, just delete your files, and everything will be ready. So you don't have to select your file, wonder if it's already existing, or it will work out of the box. On the second tab, which is meant to broadcast live, and then in there I've set up Twitch TV, Ustream, and YouTube Live. For Twitch TV, I can pre-select a server, let's say Dallas, and then your profile. I want to broadcast not in 1080p in my case. I would want to broadcast in 480p. And then I would enter my stream key here provided by Twitch TV. Just put your key, your stream key in there, and then start broadcasting. And there you go. You're live on Twitch TV. If you want to broadcast on Ustream or YouTube Live, that's the same thing. They don't have predefined servers, so you have to go in your profile of Ustream or YouTube Live to get that server that we don't. I cannot provide it. So in that case, you have to provide their server URL slash the key stream, and you put everything in there. If you close ScreenStudio, when you open it again, the key URL will be remembered, so you don't have to enter it again. So it's kind of quite easy to do. Eventually, what I want to do is to be able to drag and drop an FML, that's the name, fml.xml file, the Flash Media Encoder, FME. The FME file, drag and drop, and it will be able to parse it and fill the information by itself. But basically, that's how streaming is working in ScreenStudio. And whenever you start streaming, that field here for your key will be hidden before the stream does start, and will be shown when the stream does stop. That's to prevent like sharing accidentally your key to the world.
Yes.
Then we go to the other tabs. So the overlay, basically, that's the overlay over the whatever you're broadcasting. So you have a title, you have a subtitle. You select.
Patrick, do you want to hold on for a sec? Reshare your screen. Your video dropped for a second at the end there.
Okay, let's do that. Oh yeah, something dropped.
My internet connection's slow or bogged down. I'm still in college, so.
I have 10 megabytes.
I was checking Facebook and then.
It kind of dropped.
Yeah.
But we're still live. Okay, let's go back to the screen sharing. Okay, my desktop, and then screen share. Minimize that. And you're seeing my screen?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, great. So we were to the overlay tab, where you can put your title that will be put in there, and subtitle, and those will be adjusted to the banner itself. So if your banner is 200 pixel in 8, then the title will be 2/3 of that 8, and the subtitle will be 1/3 of the height of the image being used for the banner. So basically, there are a few banners available, like provided by default, and of course one for ScreenStudio. And you can have your own banner in there. If you want to choose your own banner, you simply click here, and you can browse your folders for a PNG file. And what it does is, when selecting a banner, it will use it to put it to the left. So if you want a full screen banner, you just need to size it, the format of your output, actually your screen capture. So I'm not resizing the banner, just put it the right size, and then I'm working with that. It's kind of easier also to make it work. And then you can decide if your banner is at the top or the bottom. And you can choose the layout of your webcam being at the lower right, lower left, top right, top left, and center. And as you've seen earlier, actually those settings do come from the configuration files. So I could have more or less depending on that that profile I'm currently using. Actually the encoder file I'm currently using. Everything is available in there. So that's for the overlay. For text, you can choose your color by selecting here. Currently it's white, so that button is white, but if I would pick red like that, then you see that my selection now is for the title to be red. Eventually font size and stuff like that will be added, but for now, like, I kept it simple. And then for the sources in the final tab, if you have more than one screen, you can select the screen you want to have, the frame rate, the capture frame rate of your desktop. In my case, 10 FPS is kind of the limit I can use. You can select the webcam you want to use, or no webcam if you don't want to use any webcam. Then you can select the format supported by your webcam, the capture format. That's something quite special. I cannot say like medium, high, low, because around the world webcams are quite picky about the format you're using. And there's a little tweak, the delay here. that is used to synchronize your webcam with the audio and your desktop. What's happening is when you have a desktop, microphone, and your webcam, you have 3 live sources. And actually, you don't know exactly when a source will start. And depending on your webcam, like in my case, I need to apply a small delay, 1/3 of a second, to make it perfectly synced with my audio and my desktop. So audio and desktop are perfectly synced, but the webcam is kind of taking like 1/3 of a second longer to start, and for some strange reason, it's kind of always late. So I just apply a small delay, in my case, minus 1/3 of a second, and then it becomes perfectly synced. And at last, the microphone source, currently using my external microphone, but you can use your monitor, built-in audio, analog, stereo, whatever. I did found that recording from the monitor does have a delay in it, and that's a bug between Pulse Audio and AVCon. For some strange reasons, the frequency is kind of messed up, so you think you're recording at 44,000 and you're actually recording at 48,000, things like that. So I'm kind of following on this, but there are a few tweaks we can apply, but for now, let's say that, okay, I'm going to record from a microphone. And when you start broadcasting or recording, then you'll see everything showing up at the bottom saying current frame rate and current size of the file, coming directly from AVConf, actually. If you're having issues with ScreenStudio, I'm going to close it like that, and you're having issues with ScreenStudio, something goes wrong, and you want to know why, what you can do is open a terminal. I'm going to go to my desktop and then ScreenStudio, and my jar file is there. So I simply type in java-jar ScreenStudio 1.0.jar, launch it from there, and it is a little bit more advanced, but you'll see everything being outputted to the console of your terminal, and then you can also redirect that output to a file to figure out whatever is wrong with ScreenStudio on your desktop if something goes wrong. But everything, some people suggested me to keep that log into a file, but let's say that you're broadcasting like for 2 hours, you would end up with a log file so large that it would defeat the purpose of keeping that info. So normally, if it has to crash, it will have issues at the start. So you can simply monitor by the terminal and see whatever is wrong. Normally, issues do come from compatibility with AVConf. So that's ScreenStudio 1.0. Which is supporting local recording and broadcasting to Twitch, YouTube, and YouTube, Twitch, and Ustream. And I've updated the website a few minutes ago. Like that's an hour ago now. And you can download the binary here, the source code here, and the configuration file here. Forgot to show you one last thing, how to load that. Let me start it again. I'm going to show it to you. Should show up in a few seconds, not secs. And
gosh, man, you grow up.
Yeah, kind of. I said it and I said, no, that doesn't work. And then click File. Click Open, and simply select the encoder file. In my case, it's named encoders, and simply load the XML file, and ScreenStudio will parse it and make available whatever is configured in your own application. And at the top, I've integrated in the XML file like the OS version and backend of that configuration file. So we know that this one is targeted to for Ubuntu 14.04 using libav-tools version 1.0. So that is ScreenStudio. So let's go back to you, Matthias. You have the name of one of my sons. Yeah, so I tend to say it in French, Matthias, which I do speak French usually.
Gotcha.
So
I actually took some in high school, but languages weren't my strong suit.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, there we go. I was trying to stop my screen sharing. I couldn't.
It happens. So do you want to see how this actually works for gameplay now?
Yeah, go ahead. I think you have a stronger machine than I have.
Yeah, a little bit. I spent a little too much of my summer job money on a PC last summer. So let's just say there's a few cores in here and a nice graphics card. Alright, so I'll start my screen share, close me viewing the stream, start my screen share, and let's do, well, let me just do one monitor.
Yep.
Google Hangouts, you sure? Desktop. Oh, is it wigging out again? It's trying to flip back between the two monitors. Here, let me try something. This might end very badly.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Kind of freaky.
Yeah, I think it's trying to get both my monitors at the same time. You guys still there?
Yep.
Awesome. Is it still? Whoa. Is everything smooth now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. That's easy.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I unplugged my other monitor. Just gonna make sure everything's happy.
Okay.
Alright, where are you guys? Ah, whoa. Okay, so that was cool.
Scotty, Warp 9.
I think we just need to keep that there for a while. Alright, so I should be able to open it up and record. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to try an MP4 file, and then let's do the full screen, yep. And then where does it save to usually?
In your home folder, you'll have a folder named ScreenStudio once the recorded will start.
Alright.
And everything will be added there.
Okay. So home, Control N, come on.
But you have to start recording first.
Oh, okay.
That's the initial. If you don't have the folder, it will create it by default.
Awesome. So we're gonna start recording, and you guys can see me.
Yep.
Yep.
And it has the little tucks in the corner where my mouse is wiggling.
Yeah.
Awesome. What game should I try to open up?
Whatever cool game you have.
Oh, let's shoot some zombies.
Yeah.
I've never actually tried to stream games to YouTube. Have either of you guys?
I did it a few weeks ago, doing some live stream. I think one of the tour I did for ScreenStudio was live on YouTube, and it did work well.
Nice. Because you usually do NextSqueeze, right?
Yeah, I do that because it does work on my laptop, and it's not too heavy at the same time. Today I did GLtron because it was lighter, and I was trying to. I'm gonna show something to you later. Actually, you could show it to us after the game will be done, because you can now screen capture just a part of your screen.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, Left4Dead's kind of glitchy for me, but I'm gonna turn down the video settings just a little bit. Video 16:9, film grain. Yeah, none of that. Okay, that should be good. Single player. All right, let's see how this goes.
The thing also ScreenStudio does is whatever format you're using, it will ensure the proper ratio. So let's say you would record in 480p, then it will make sure that the ratio between the width and the height of your recording will match perfectly the size of your screen. So nothing will end up like stretched out because you decided to record in 720 by 480. That doesn't really work. So just using like 480p, ScreenStudio is calculating the proper width to make it work in 480p.
Nice. So do you primarily do everything in Java?
Yes, because that's the language I know most, and just because I already code in VB.NET, C# and PHP, and my brain is kind of full, and I don't want to learn another language. I should do it in Python, but it's quite easier for me to do it in Java. So that's the only reason it's in Java.
Wow, that was bad. Oh, okay. Get out of my way!
So you're currently recording in MP4 format, doing a hangout, and playing Left4Dead at the same time. So you must have an incredible machine.
Yeah, I have an 8350 and a 7870 for my CPU and GPU.
Oh, darn. I just have an old laptop. So the stronger your machine is...
Gosh, everyone's trying to kill me.
So basically you're able to keep up, your machine is able to keep up with the stress you're putting on it. That's great.
Yeah,
and,
that's nice.
If you,
I honestly wish that I would have gone Team Green, though, for my graphics card. Because the AMD drivers are shaky.
The frame rate on Hangout is not that good, but I think it's a Hangout issue.
Yeah.
Because you could do screencasting with Hangout. It does work well, but I've never seen like a perfect screencast in Hangout. It's kind of a little bit blurry, and the frame rate is a little bit low, and you currently have a good machine, even though you're kind of doing a lot of stuff at the same time. But you cannot achieve a great-looking recording of your desktop with Hangout. But it does work.
God. Alright, well, I'll probably close out of this because it probably looks terrible on Hangouts.
I would say yes. It's not ScreenStudio, you know?
Yeah. And also, I've heard Twitch is a lot better for keeping up with gameplay rates.
Yeah.
Alright,
so
I'm
go in
going
your
to turn
home
off.
folder.
Oh, go away. Oh, I'm definitely going to edit that out later.
So go in your home folder. The file should be there in ScreenStudio folder.
Yep, there it is.
And
now we'll play it back, and it should look right.
And it has been timestamped to the current date and time.
Yep. Except it's not. It's trying to. It could still be trying to finish the encode though.
No, actually, it's kind of real time. So, or you got a glitch because you're actually doing too much at the same time.
That
Look
I would
at the
not be
size of the
surprised.
file.
Properties. 342 meg.
So it should play. Try to play it with. Normally VLC is able to do that, but try with another
Videos?
player. Yeah.
No
There's
playable.
something wrong.
It's probably because I'm trying to like do so many things like ScreenStudio cannot be working properly, or
Sorry,
still recording.
What format you
Oh, you were still recording.
I'm
That's
sorry.
why.
That could be a problem.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that
Okay.
again.
Now it should work. Yeah, the file was in use.
Yeah.
And Patrick, there is
Yep, there it is.
one thing that um, I look at for ScreenStudio. When you click on the X and you exit the program, you don't exit the program because it runs in the background. I think it's good to put
A warning
or
there.
something like
Yeah, you told me that.
the
I
program,
forgot about that.
yeah, because every time I quit I quit ScreenStudio, it keeps
Yeah.
broadcast, and then after an hour I look at the top. Oh, there is ScreenStudio running, and I see the new menu. It's very good to exit, but a lot of people I think will do that.
Yeah, you're right. And I should like, do you want to keep that answer as a default one? Like, yeah, I know. Don't ask me again. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for well, in the next release. I really that is missing. Matthias, could you go back to your desktop? I want to show how to screen capture an area of your desktop, and I kind of forgot to show that earlier.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so I'm back in... Oh, let me start my screen share again. We'll might see a deep space for a second. Start screen share. Yep, there it is. Alright.
Okay, just open up ScreenStudio.
Yep.
Okay, go to the... Oh, we're switching between two screens again.
Are you...
Okay, there we...
Okay.
Kind of flipping.
Seriously? I unplugged my
Yeah.
second monitor. That's like, shouldn't be happening.
Okay, I think we're... Eventually it
Okay.
will work. Oh, that's me. Okay.
This is getting weird. Alright, we'll
Yeah,
try
this is pretty
to...
strange. You want me to do it then?
Yeah, that'd probably be the best
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
Then probably
Gonna
wrap
do
it
it
up.
on
I'm
my
getting
side.
pretty hungry.
Okay, I'm gonna
Alright,
start my screen share.
let me stop the anarchy.
That's really strange. Okay, I'm gonna do it on my side. Desktop, screen share, and then you're seeing my desktop now?
Yes.
Right. So I'm starting ScreenStudio,
Yep.
and I have to think every time I'm saying ScreenStudio, I'm always almost saying Webcam Studio. I've been saying that word for so long. Whenever I say ScreenStudio, there's kind of a delay in my mind, like Webcam ScreenStudio. Okay, so if you want to capture an area of your screen, you go in Sources, and on the screen, you see here there's a small text saying, okay, the current size is 1366 by 768. That's my resolution right now. And the X and Y are at 0. If you click on that, you'll have a small window showing up like that. And then you just put it where you want to capture and resize that window. Let's say I want to capture that area, and then click Select. And then you'll see that the capture area now is 53, but at 5352 with 819, and then height. No, that's the width, and that the height is 517. So it's kind of okay. This is where I want to capture, and if I start a capture, I'm gonna try to make it work, and I'm gonna put an FPS really low because I'm really 5. Okay, so I'm gonna try it to record, and just you'll see what's happening when you're recording a screen area. And then let's click record, but I won't keep it that long because I'm really afraid that my laptop will die. So you start your recording.
Drum roll.
Can take a yeah. It's still There we go. It's slow, but it does work. And you see that the current area being recorded is highlighted by a rectangle. So you know that in that area I'm currently screen capturing. Here I'm not. I'm going to stop it before it blows up. But that's how you select the area you want to capture. Currently, I'm not saving the settings for the screen capture. If I want to reset it, I just open it again, click reset, and everything will be set back full screen. If I close ScreenStudio and open it back, the default will be full screen. So you have to set it every time. For now, with ScreenStudio 1.0. But eventually, I have a few plans in mind to, let's go back to the Hangout. I have a few ideas in mind to save those more advanced settings into a file or something like that. So, but let's say for ScreenStudio 1.0, I think that was a requested feature that a lot of people wanted to have.
All right, well, if there's not anything else, are you guys cool with wrapping up?
Yeah, I think we can do it. If you want to download, go to screenstudio.crumbs.com. Everything is already available. Download. Join the community also on G+. Look for the link on the main web page or look for ScreenStudio in the communities of G+. And thank you for your support, guys. It was really nice to do that live release of ScreenStudio 1.0. Thank you, Matthias, for hosting that event, and we had a good time.
Yep. Nice meeting you, and nice meeting you, Carl. I will see you guys later. And by the way, I'll leave the G+ links and everything down there.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you very much.